Okay, so we've seen a bunch of different things that can be done with dictionaries. One last thing that I want to show you functionally for dictionaries, and that is another way that we can set a value into a dictionary if we're not sure that it's there, without even the need to check and see whether it's there if we don't want to overwrite something. So what I mean by that is we've still got picnic back here again. So if I look at picnic, there it is. We've got plates, napkins, forks, knives, spoons, ducks, and fish. Imagine that we wanted, and we weren't really sure, but we were going to, I wasn't sure if we had added knives. And so if I wanted to add knives, I could just say picnic um, and then index into knives um, and set a value for it. So if I did this and I set the value to 10, um, maybe I didn't really want to overwrite the value if it was there, but this is going to do that because this replaces it. So we have additional functionality. So I'll do that. So I can see picnic, and there it is. Now knives is updated to be 10 as well. But if I wanted to leave a value there and I wasn't sure if it was there already, dictionaries offer another method, and it's called set default. So if I had said picnic, and then I offered dot set default, and then I can pass as an argument, say, again, imagine I said knives. And so I want to set knives value, and I'm going to set it to 20 because I'm not really sure. This will only overwrite or won't overwrite. It will only update if it's not already there. So if I say set default knives to 20, it says, no, it's 10 already. So we can look at picnic again, and we can see that knives didn't get updated. Whereas if I needed to add, it doesn't really matter if I needed to add glasses. So I could say picnic dot set default and say glasses, and then say, well, we're going to need 15 glasses. Um, what did I do wrong there? I spelled it wrong. Let's try that again. Picnic dot set default and glasses. We'll do that again. Glasses and 15. This time, when I do it, if I now look at picnic again, you can see that it's actually added in glasses and it's set the value to be 15. So those are different ways that we can work and we can use dictionaries. There's other stuff to it as well, but it offers a lot of functionality. So what I want you to do this week is we're going to write ourselves a small piece of software to deal with. We're going to implement tic-tac-toe at its very, very, very most basic. So we're going to implement tic-tac-toe, and we're going to use our dictionary to help us do that. So if we think about a classic tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe is, two sets of horizontal lines and two sets of vertical lines making, what you guys would think of as a hashtag or a number sign. And obviously we place X's and O's. This week, all I want you to do is be able to implement and print the tic-tac-toe board, and you can instruct people. Right now, we won't have any computer strategy on it. It will be simply that you can update and redraw the board. And so that might not be all that clear. So what I've got is I've actually got a really basic version just begun here. And I'm going to run this just to kind of show you exactly what's going on. So what I've done, I'm going to run it just so you can see it. Um, where are we at? Why did that not work? Oh, hang on, I've got an extra character in there. Let's get rid of that. Don't know how that got there. Here we go. So run this. I gotta save it. That's fine. And see what we have here is there is a really, really, really basic board of tic-tac-toe. And so what I have is I have a dictionary set up so that each one of these cells is a dictionary value. And to begin with, so I've printed out what the dictionary is here. Um, to begin with, all of those cells are just blank. And so if I wanted to put an X into the very middle cell, for instance, I could go to, I've called it an index of A, B, and C on the horizontal lines, A, B, and C, and the verticals are 1, 2, and 3. So I would like to update B B2. So I could go over here to B2 and I could say put in an X, and then I'm going to run that again, run this again. There we go, and you can see that I have the X there. So I just want to kind of lay out exactly how the board is done. So with the board, what I've done is I've simply printed, and then I've used the indexes of the board dictionary that I've created here. And I've said A1, and then I've just used string concatenation to put in a vertical bar. So that is the proper name for that character is pipe, but the vertical bar on your keyboard, and then I concatenate that with A2, and then a pipe, and then board A3. And then just a series of horizontal dashes that forms the horizontal line, and so on. And so what your task for this week is going to be is to implement basically this, but I want it so that you can ask the user for input. And what I want you to do is take the input and place the alternating X and O's throughout here. We don't have to worry about adding logic yet or about checking for a winner right off the bat. What you can do is you can just have the people update. And what I would like it to do is make sure that if I already have X in the center, that O couldn't go there. So you need to check and see whether it is blank or whether it has been used. So that's your task for this week. And then starting next week, what we're going to do is we're going to implement some computer logic so that you can play a one-player game versus the computer. So you're welcome to begin that. But for now, we're going to implement this so that it can take user input and update and redraw the board every time we take an input. Okay, I'll be posting the outline for this into a Google Doc and sharing that with you as well. Thank you.